What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time joining me today, thank you so much for watching. My name is Noah Cavanaugh, and I'm a professional soccer player currently playing in Perth, Australia. Today, I've got a really special review for you guys today, another boot review. It's a boot that I've been requested to do for some time now, and I'm very excited because I think it will be a fantastic addition to the small collection that I have right now. Hopefully we'll be able to wear them as well because I've heard they're very wide. So today I will be reviewing the Adidas Predator Mutator 20.1 in the white, gold, and black colorway, and I'm very excited to share my thoughts on this boot. Let's hop into it. All right, fam, so today I have the Adidas Predator Mutator. Here it is. I have a size 9 US. So this is actually the same size as the Puma Ultras that I wear. So very much hoping that these will be a fantastic fit. I have seen these in person before with a teammate of mine. So full disclosure, it isn't like a first impression necessarily, but it's the first time that I'll actually be trying them on feet, and I'm really excited because I've heard they are great for wide-footed players and just love the design, especially of this colorway. So here we go with the Adidas Predator Mutator. Very nice, very, very nice. I think this color looks so good. So let's throw those out here. There you go. We'll get that box out of the way. Okay, so first things first, quite a radical design. I am really impressed with how these look. I think the spikes, this demon skin spikes that they have going on is actually a really cool idea, and it definitely feels like it would provide a lot of grip for you when you're trying to whip the ball or to spin the ball. The sole plate is pretty basic, I would say. Definitely pretty wide, and I'm noticing that in comparison to a Puma Ultra or maybe some of the more speed boot-esque type stuff. This is obviously the mid-cut variation. You've got the laceless version, which is also like a mid-cut. It's even higher than this though, I think. I've never actually seen those in real life, but those are supposedly great boots as well. One of my good friends wears them and really enjoys them. And these ones, obviously the mid-cut with the laces, and then you've got those the low ones as well. So I'd be actually curious to try on the low if these do fit really well, because I am considering a boot that's got a little more oomph to it, especially during trainings and when I'm coaching and stuff like that. So very much looking forward to trying these on in person. So you've got this knit material that makes up most of the upper. It's a pretty padded sensation on the inside. I'll take this little thing out, this little cardboard thing. I feel like this is gonna rip at some point, but that's fine. And again, super soft, as you can see. Hopefully that's what the boot looks like. Again, I absolutely love this colorway. I think it looks so good. So there you go. You got the split sole, so you've got the bottom part and the top part, very sturdy, lots of good snapback with this sole plate in particular. Again, I've actually never had, oh, maybe that's a lie. I think I actually have had Predators. I had the David Beckham white with gold accents. I'll see if I can find a photo and put it up here. They were old, they were super classic Preds back when I think he was at Man United or Real Madrid. They were kind of similar colorway to this, just without the tons of black on there. But again, really love this color. So very excited to try these on. I think for me, the tech specs don't really matter a ton outside of how they fit and feel. I've always preached this on the channel. I think it's way more important to find a pair of boots that actually fits you well. Usually, and this is total honesty, I'm not a huge fan of like a collar type situation, but I thought I would try them just to see how they fit. Again, I think if they do fit well, then a collar is kind of irrelevant. It doesn't really matter whether they have a collar or not. So at the end of the day, it's about what fits best on my feet. And again, very wide, as you can tell. This is a 9 US, and these are like very solid, sturdy boots. They've got feels like a synthetic coating on the outside almost, and there's not a ton of padding on the inside. It feels like a very thin and raw sensation on your foot, minus obviously these and hope maybe you can hear this. So hopefully that comes through the mic, because that is quite a synthetic-y, plasticky feeling, but in a good way. Like, I imagine this would give a lot of grip on the ball. So very much looking forward to these. I think these run like 8.5 ounces in a size 9, 9.5. So in like a very basic size, these run a little bit heavier. So a speed boot's probably right around the 6 to 6.5 ounce mark. These are probably, or like, that's like right around 200 grams, I believe. These ones I think run upwards of like 250 grams. So they're a little bit heavier, definitely not like a speed boot as I would typically wear, but I'm just really excited. These remind me actually a lot of the Magista Ober 1s that I loved so much, obviously with the addition of a ton of these grip elements. So really interested to see how these fit and how it differentiates from other boots on the ball, and if it gives any sort of like advantage. I always think, like, you know, when boot reviewers say like, this is an unfair advantage, I'm like, well, yes and no. Like, it is the player, and even if it is sort of a mindset thing, when you go into these types of boots that have the extra grip on them, maybe you just whip the ball more. I don't know, like it's kind of a gimmicky thing, but they do look really great, and I do think they're sticky enough to give you some sort of review, so, or some sort of spin, little extra spin on there. So without further ado, guys, those are kind of first impressions of these, like in hand. Again, I've seen them on feet before, but I've never actually held them in my hand. You know, again, weight is something that doesn't really matter that much. I mean, some of the best players in the world wear heavier boots, and that's fine. And again, with modern day football boots, we're talking about a matter of tenths of an ounce, which is really, really not that big of a deal. So without further ado, guys, let's hop into the on-feet portion in the studio here, and then I will take them out on the field and play around with a ball and let you guys know how they fit and feel with a ball at my feet. Here we go. All right, fam, so here they are. Here's those boots. I'll see if I can get you those. Just like that. Absolutely stunning colorway. All right, so try these on. Again, I've got my toeless socks on because they are just absolutely my favorite. Something to keep in mind when putting a boot like this on is definitely stretch that top collar part to get into the boot. So I'll show you that. Just like that. And immediate impressions is that toe box is really nice and wide for my foot type. That is a very comfortable football boot. I'm really impressed. Get the other one on. And then we will tie the laces tight. So again, I haven't worn a mid-cut boot since probably back in 2015 or 16 maybe. I think that's the last time. So I get these laced up. And again, this middle part right here, this mesh part will definitely stretch with your foot, which is really nice. And the lacing system here is actually really deep, which provides kind of a more personalized fit if you want it. Allows you to kind of stay wider in this area if you've got wide feet like I do, in that sort of deeper pocket. So there's that tied up. Get this one tied up as well. Very excited about these boots. I love the Ultras, as I've been wearing those pretty much in every video, like training video recently, but they do break down pretty quickly. So as a really super ultralight speed boot, maybe something that I can train in that's a little heavier would be good. So there you go. That is what it looks like on feet. They are very comfortable out of the box. I'm really impressed. They definitely come in a little bit, so they're definitely a little thinner in the midfoot here, which is kind of where my foot's widest, but because of that deep lacing system and because of this mesh, sort of like the like prime knit material, because it allows that stretch in the midfoot, I imagine there won't be very many problems, especially because that the front of this toe box is very, very wide. So that's what they look like. Again, I feel super comfortable in these. They're very, very nice to at least walk around with. Really excited to see how they fit in a playing type situation. So we'll see what happens with those out on the pitch, but hope you enjoy this look at what they look like on feet, guys, because they are super comfortable. Would definitely recommend these for wider foot types, especially those who have wider feet in that toe box area right here. So right in that toe box, it is a very wide sole plate, which I do really enjoy and I think would be fantastic to play in. So without further ado, guys, let's hop into the field portion of the video where I go out and do some techs with the ball. All right, fam, so hopefully it is not too loud with the wind. I've got the boots here with me and I've got a ball. Just gonna get these on really quick and get a little test going. The grass on this pitch is just immaculate right now. I think they cut it either today or yesterday. So very excited for that, just to get a little run around. I actually have a game this afternoon, so it is very exciting. I won't be using these boots most likely just because I haven't broken them in yet, but who knows, anything could happen. And again, very impressed with how these fit and feel on feet. Get the shoes out of the way. They are super comfortable right out of the box, especially if you don't have like the craziest volume of feet. I have pretty flat feet, and so these actually fit super, super well. And very excited to wear these in training. I've heard the spikes are quite something to play with. So, all right, and first impressions with the ball. Very good touch on the ball. You can tell that there's spikes already right away. I mean, they definitely, like, you can feel those spikes kind of making a little sound. I don't know if you can actually hear them through the microphone right now with all the wind and stuff, but they are definitely a more padded sensation than something like the Ultras, obviously, because these are more of that like power boot. But they fit really well. They have a lot of good lateral stability. They actually fit so similarly to the Magista Obras. And maybe that's just the collar thing, but really a huge fan of how these fit. And I reckon with set pieces and stuff, with those extra grip elements, they would be super, super nice. So very, very excited to wear these in a training situation when I've got pressure and I want to get that ball whipped in. So hopefully can get that going as soon as possible, because those, flies are everywhere. Hello. Yeah, and the sole plate is actually really nice. Digs into the grass quite well. It's not a speed frame. It's not like something that's gonna feel super directionally fast going forward, but they're definitely gonna be good for all sorts of lateral stability. Pivoting in the grass is totally more conical type studs. And yeah, I mean, again, regardless of where you play on the field, I think these would be a great option. So very excited to wear these. Again, suited to wider foot types. If you have super skinny feet, these might not be the best. And if you have incredibly wide feet, you might actually still be able to fit in. I don't know if it's gonna be absolutely perfect, but they're definitely gonna be better for you than, say, a Vapor or something like that. So definitely a great pair of football boots, guys. I'm really, really excited about these, like, honestly. And it's not a speed boot, which I'm also really excited about. It's something a little different, something new, something that I can try to see if maybe it suits my playing better, if it feels better on feet over the course of a long period of time. I found that the Ultras are fantastic boots. They're so comfortable. I'm actually gonna wear them this afternoon, but they break down really quickly, and especially on those lace holes, they've got that string and stuff. So I am looking forward to using a pair of boots that feel super sturdy and definitely feel like I could wear them throughout an entire season and be totally fine. So that is it for the review, guys. Hope you enjoyed that first impression and review of the Predator Mutator 20.1. Very excited. If you guys want another pair of boots reviewed, go down in the comments below. I'm happy to try and get a hold of a pair of something if you want them reviewed. I can tell you how I feel about them, how they would feel on a pitch, and give you more of a player's perspective, because I know that's something that not a lot of boot reviewers on YouTube have. As a professional player, I can actually give you what it would feel like in a game type situation and give you those updates. So these boots I will definitely be keeping. I'm really excited to wear them in a training type situation or in a game. And without further ado, guys, that is it. As always, be awesome, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.